Welcome to the Word Bible software and the Word books. Today we're going to go over the THGNT Reverse-Interlinear. It also includes the Morphology dictionary. As we get into a little bit of about information, I'm going to go ahead and open that up for you. Right here we go through different things that are available in here. The Reverse-Interlinear comes with the English text, which you'll notice down here that it is the ESVified edition of the Greek New Testament produced at Tyndale House, Cambridge. So in here, if you want to hide, there are some special, basically, objects in the text that hide or are kind of, you would call them added items. They act as placeholders. You have an ellipse or a dot, and you have some arrows. This is the ellipse or the dot is a placeholder for the Greek text, which is in the interlinear portion below. And these is a directional portion of the English text. This is kind of the flip if you have watched the interlinear video. And there is a Greek interlinear that's included in here, and you'll see a dash or a hyphen is a placeholder, and then also these are directional pointers to Greek text. You'll have the morphology explanation below. Also, you'll have a preface, introduction. You have the apparatus information here, but to get the actual apparatus commentary, you need to get the Greek text with that. This one only includes the morphology, but you can get some more information in the about here. Acknowledgements. Okay. So you'll see here, let's go to John chapter 1. And you're going down through, and you'll see basically the ESV text. But let's press I, and we have the reverse interlinear come on. One of the ways you can tell this is the reversed, let's make sure headings, well, we got to turn the headings back on. One of the ways you can see that this is actually the reverse, it's according to the English order, or the ESV order in this particular situation. Look for the word they. It is not normal in Greek for de to precede at the start of a sentence. Usually it's placed behind another word. But you can go down through and you can look at the English word here, and you can also hover them, for example, and you'll have things like the lemma. For example, in this situation, let's turn that on. Okay. That looks like my word moved a little bit, but so you can see people in that, see the red arrow, it points it over that it's referring to the word idioi. And so it points back to that. Sorry for my Greek pronunciation there. If you were to look at, so you could turn off the interlinear and it would point you around like that. Let's look at the ellipse or the dot, and that is a placeholder for the word kai. So you're not going to see it, it's not been so quote unquote translated into the English text, but it is there in Greek. For from his, and then you have another placeholder, and this is to, and it's pointing onward, fullness. And this, in this particular situation, the placeholder, we'll pull this out a little bit. I keep doing that there. Let's put that back. There we go. Verse 16. For from his fullness. And it's not something maybe that needs to be translated. That's an article. It's a little bit different. It's been wrapped into the English. His fullness, in this particular translation, we have all received. And you can go through and you can identify. So, for example, this is eklabumen. Is pointing back to received, and you can get into that. Let's look at and click on a English word here, and you can get into here, him, this personal possessive pronoun, genitive, singular, masculine. You go into the question mark if you want to examine some possible other morphology items. Continuing back in here, you can see the Greek throughout. Go down here. Let's go to a different book. Let's go to Jude chapter 1. And we're going to look for a few footnotes. So let's make sure they're on. There we go. So, and have mercy. And the TH reads, elekete. So that's something you can look in. On those who doubt. And so you see that we have a placeholder. It's right here for on. And that's kind of an added piece, but it helps bring out the translation there. So all in all, the THGNT Reverse-Interlinear should be a helpful tool as you study God's Word and as you dig in and grow. We hope that it'll bless you in your study of God's Word. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. God bless. Bye-bye.